So yeah, I'm an editor at O'Reilly, but before I worked at O'Reilly for a long time, I'd been a mountain biker. And I started mountain biking for the same reasons that a lot of women I know, because my boyfriend did it. He was cute. But I was horrible. Like, I fell down all the time. There was like tears, there was crying, and all I did was ride with guys. Guys. It was like a sausage fest, and I'm on my bike at the back. I can't even see what they're doing. And it just kind of sucked. I stuck with it because I was stubborn, and like I mentioned, he was cute. So he wasn't just cute, he was smart. My boyfriend realized he couldn't teach me how to ride bikes, but he liked it. He wanted me to ride bikes, so he enrolled me in bike camp. 2-day, all-women bike camp at Whistler, the dirt series. And that one time at bike camp, I fell in love with mountain biking. It was all women, and it was so awesome. Like, at the end of the day, everything was sore, but the thing that was the most sore was my hand from high-fiving the shit out of all those women all day long. And I went from the girl who rode at the back to that girl. So I can ride down shit that will make grown men cry. Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. My friend Brad took that picture. But I love mountain biking so much that I thought, you know, what those dirt series people were doing was pretty smart. So I became a coach. I wanted to give back. I wanted to give other women what I had gotten. And what I learned while I was doing this was if you break things down, women really like that. We're super analytical, not necessarily OCD, but we kind of like that. And it takes the fear out of the situation. It takes the intimidation out. And to be honest, I was skeptical about all women's programs, but man, it was super empowering. And at the end of the day, by being around all these women, you weren't afraid if you screwed up that somebody would think it was because you were a girl. Because failure was an option. Failure was the way you learned. And you eventually looked around and you said, if I can do it, if she can do it, I can do it. So when I was coaching for the Dirt Series, I got this gig at O'Reilly, and I started going to tech conferences, right? I just totally screwed those slides up. Okay, I forgot I was going to talk about Whistler for a minute, which is where we do these camps. And I wanted to talk about intimidation because I love this place, but every woman I've ever known who rides at Whistler is super intimidated by it. And there was one big reason why they found it really intimidating. That. So Whistler took a look around and they said, God, we could probably sell more tickets if there were more women riding bikes. What can we do about that? Oh, there's this program where you have women go ride with other women. So this huge resort started offering women's nights, right? You ride with an instructor, there's free tickets, there's free beer, there's lots of high-fiving at the end, and ticket sales kept going up. There's a graph. I tried to get it from Whistler. They don't have data, but it's up and to the right, trust me. So more women showing up, biking, and nobody went around and was like, what's with all these women? They were like, yes, look, women riding bikes, right? This was an amazing thing. I watched over 10 years, 0 women at Whistler to lots and lots of women riding at Whistler. And I thought, that's a pretty cool thing. So now I get to the slide where I talk about working for O'Reilly and going to tech conferences, right? Dudes. Everywhere I looked, dudes. I was like, what the fuck is going on around here? Okay, it wasn't all dudes. Hi. I don't know if you're here, woman with the blue hair, but you are awesome, and if you are, I'd like to buy you a drink. I found this photo. But the thing that guys may not understand about tech conferences and women is eventually, no matter how badass you are, no matter how good you are, you start to look around and go, zebras and wildebeests, by the way, totally get along. This isn't like a hunting and a prey thing, but you know, it turns out we ladies like to see other ladies doing things that we like to do. You might think that's silly, but I found out through mountain biking it totally works. Well, other women are figuring this out about tech too. So this is where we bring this back to tech. There are all these amazing organizations that are doing women-specific programs for tech, developing, programming. I hope there's going to be some for sysadmin and ops, that kind of a thing. Now, if I can't convince you this is important just for sheer decency, I'd like to point out this. Who here is hiring? Ha! You all now care about the same thing I care about, right? More women mean more people working at your company. These could be your future badass developers or sysadmin people or ops managers. More women in tech is a good thing for everybody. If I can't convince you based on that, then I'm going to throw this slide in, because that's my daughter. And some of you I know have daughters. And I don't think we should wait a whole generation to solve this problem. So my plea to you today is, if you think this is important, and if you care about this and you didn't know about any of the organizations that I put up there, I've got Twitter handle, email me. I'm happy to tell you about them. If you are also doing something cool in this field, and your name wasn't on that slide, email me, hit me up on Twitter, and more women in tech. I'd love to see everyone help.